creating heaven and earth forms good karma on an auspicious day and at a good time. All things are complete. If you get this sign, it's no small feat, as it declares that people act with loyalty and righteousness, like an emperor. This divination symbolizes Pangu at the beginning of the creation of heaven and earth, indicating that all matters are auspicious. Rapidly as lightning, before the year's time is due, Kwan Yin descends with a pen, first to let you know. The koi, yet to transform, guards the rivers, unable to soar high or look upwards. In the future, it will undergo great changes, and it is promised that with a leap, it will ascend the Dragon Gate. This sign symbolizes the koi before its transformation, suggesting that all things require patience and waiting for the right time. It will be beneficial if you can put up with everything. Please be patient. Wait for the proper time to build on your honor and reputation. After braving the winds and rains, a wanderer returns, working like a swallow, building in vain a clay shelter that collapses and disappears whenever it rains. Your attempts will be futile, like a bird attempting to build a nest out of clay to protect itself from rain. Even if one tries every method and means available, slogs hard night and day, all efforts will eventually be futile. The ancient broken mirror has been repaired. The couple, who had been separated, reunited. A new home is brought, and their descendants will have more riches and joy. A broken mirror is reassembled. Although time-consuming and labor-intensive, all efforts to correct past errors will be rewarding. Sift through the sands for gold. Then, mount the dragon and ride it to trample the tiger. Although the process is time-consuming, errors can be corrected. Hammer and chisel the earth for a much-needed spring. With much effort, one seeks fresh water. Then, unexpectedly, a friend appears, takes your hand, and leads you up to the blue sky. A man dives deep into the ground in search of water. Finally, he sees that success is quickly gained via hard labor. What you're looking for can be found in the West. Stay put, and everything will fall into place. Make a sacrifice to live in a condor's cave. It may be perilous, but with your strong heart, reap benefits that no one else can equal, and no one will be able to explore the world as freely as you, living in a cave with a massive condor. Follow your harmony in life, and fortune will follow you. Food will be plentiful, with a modest surplus. Life is poor and simple, yet it is happy. Be patient, enjoy your wealth and power, and share it with others. The path ahead is blocked and dangerous as the rivers transport the land to the mountains. So, come home if you're looking for work in another country and can't find it. You're trudging through muddy water. Change is undesirable, and you should remain where you are. It should recede, since advancement will be difficult. It would be beneficial if you stayed where you were and did not become overly ambitious. Pines and cypresses grow and thrive. No amount of rain, snow, wind, or cold can kill them. He will be a bastion of society when he has proven his worth. Cypress and pine trees are proliferating. Everything has a noble aspect to it, a pleasant and easy journey. Success in all aspects of your life. Crops will proliferate in plenty. Your family's prominence and fortune will rise. Set aside your preconceptions and pride and follow your conscience. A heart that is open, pure, and bright shines like a full moon high in the sky. A full moon illuminates the pristine night sky. If your intentions are good, everything will go smoothly. Be truthful and objective. Maintain objectivity and rational principles. Nobody, saint or sage, ever gives in to their desires. Things will ultimately get better. Rare jade and diamonds are hidden within, but one must go to faraway regions to find them. Save your concerns, pack up, and go home like someone seeking light while carrying a lantern. A man holds a lamp and continues to search for light. Be patient and wait. Success will come, marriage will arrive, and everything will be okay. Don't limit yourself. What's in front of you is genuine, eager to win, yet kept busy by family obligations. One day, like the imperial blade, a savior will be discovered to guide the way. What appears to be a disaster is providential. Whatever you intend to undertake will be a success. You want changes, and everything will be okay in the end. If you require assistance, your renowned benefactor and help are around. Misfortune will pass, and good fortune will shortly follow. Trust the gentleman from the peaks. Good news beckons at a time ruled by the tiger or rabbit. Work hard, and success will bring you the relaxation you will soon enjoy. A disaster, yet a blessing in disguise. Whatever happens, everything will be okay in the end. You will receive silk for your feet instead of hemp. You must remain calm, because blessings will follow a calamity. You are born into a prosperous family, into a life of luxury and reputation. Your glory will spread across the 7 seas after the king bestows you with a golden mantle. You have earned your way through the Dragon Gate, and everything will work out okay. Prisoners will be released. The sick will recover. Your fame will expand once you reach the Dragon Gate. Like the divine crane released from its cage, one is free to soar anywhere one wants. All paths are open, north, south, east, and west, even up to the clouds on 9 if you like. A crane has escaped from its cage and gained its freedom. Everything will work out in the end. Everything is in order. Every street is free. Go wherever your heart leads you and be free. A disagreement is difficult to swallow. When trouble is on the horizon, get as far away as possible. You may only find refuge in deep regions, like a bird whose nest has fallen. You will face problems and sufferings at first, much like a bird seeking a nesting site in a jungle, but your struggles will soon be gone. It will take time to resolve any hatred or anger directed towards you. Nobody will believe you, even if you intend good. Stay put, tolerate, and bide your time. Set aside your concerns and sorrows. Joy will come as the clouds part. An experienced craftsman would quickly discover its worth, like a jade shard buried amid a mass of excrement. What you desire will be fortuitous if yin and yang are in balance. There's some benefit but no loss. Damages will be repaired. The villain will receive his due. The good will be rewarded. Pay no attention to gossip, and don't spread controversies. Count the Buddhist prayers throughout the day and night. If you believe the lies and fallacies, you are baking cakes to satisfy your hunger. This is a Chinese adage about a guy attempting to fulfill his hunger by painting a cake. The hunger is genuine, but the food isn't. Prayers are useless to a preoccupied and dissatisfied heart. You can't eat them to fulfill your hunger, just like the cakes in the image. Days and nights have been cycling since the beginning of time. Buddhists, Taoists, scholars, peasants, workers, and businessmen will profit significantly. The exchange of yin and yang represents natural order. As things take their natural course, harmony will triumph. Take care of your heart. Your hard work will be rewarded. It will be a clear shot when released, just like an arrow on a bow. Set the ferry back home in dangerous waters. Winds and waves rage on indefinitely. Wait for softer waves as this threat passes to find stability and tranquility. A boat is traveling over raging rapids. You must be patient and await the right moment. Sailing the boat in dangerous situations under challenging times. Wait for your chance. Take advantage of the opportunity and continue when conditions improve. The golden crow and jade rabbit can be seen when the spring weather clears, following a wet spell. As the old fades, the new appears. It only takes one jump to clear the Dragon Gate. After a brief downpour, the sky clears. Everything will work out in your favor. Disasters may occur, but there will be no danger because of the protection provided by celestial beings. You will be safe and secure for the rest of your life, with honors and glory at the end. Heaven decides how yin and yang should interact. A happy marriage is one between a man and his wife. When the dragon or snake arrives to greet, a joyful family reunites with dreams of heirs. Things are expected to go well because yin and yang are in harmony. Whatever you desire will come true, including marriage and a son. Money and wealth will follow. It is even more beneficial to the crops. During the drought, the paddies dried out. A huge rain eventually fell. Thanks to God, flowers, fruits, and plants are currently being fed. This shower had the potential to be worth its weight in gold. Rain falls after a lengthy period of drought. There's always a way out of any situation. A bountiful agricultural harvest. Luck is steadily getting better. The sick will discover a useful treatment. The traveler is free to return, attempting to gain access to the toady palace. With a laurel branch, however, alas, you are barred from entering heaven. Then some critical news arrives, all at once. Everyone will soon be beaming like flowers on the pinnacle, attempting to remove a branch of a magical laurel tree. In all circumstances, you will obtain timely assistance from distinguished individuals. Trade will be rewarding, but there may be risks. The lawsuit has been settled in your favor, and the sick will be treated. You will be okay if you do your best. Poor thinking cannot stand alone. A fickle fool wanders like a fallen flower. Only with great effort will assistance be provided. Otherwise, nothing but problems is on the menu. A fool is stuck and unable to escape. There is nothing else to do but wait and see what happens. Do not propagate rumors or gossip. Be cautious and thorough. Maintain your integrity and honesty to keep yourself safe. One has encountered suffering, risks, and difficulties. Plans that have been renewed will now prosper. A broad intellect with a big plan. A supporter will assist you in achieving success. An old well that has been refilled with spring water. You will be successful with the assistance of supporters. The lawsuit will be resolved. Patients will be cured and saved. You will find your fortune the same way a well gets replenished. As a message descends from the top, it becomes distorted. A letter is delivered from the very edge of heaven. It purports to bring prestige and honor, but ultimately it proves untrue. A name and a title that is both blanks. Many things are not as they appear, and you should adhere to customs and traditions. Overburdening oneself with thoughts and problems prevents one from enjoying idleness. Instead of worrying about status and title, staying and managing your current affairs efficiently is best. Every step is meticulously planned. You think about a lot, yet are afraid to do much. Until distinguished assistance arrives, a spot as solid as a rock can be located. Everything will be sturdy and safe in a good house with solid walls. Replace the old with the new. What was holding you back is now gone, like the arrival of spring when flowers grow again, and things will proceed quickly. The pale moon appears to rise from the east. Clouds sometimes obscure them, yet they are always present. It's circular at times, it's crescent at times. The truth is that such nonsense does not exist. Clouds have clouded the moon. Things are fuzzy and unpredictable right now. The moon is obscured by passing clouds. Do not be hesitant. You will see the rewards after the clouds have cleared. Unsheathed, the most excellent sword dazzles. No amount of dirt or dust can dull its radiance. As a prominent man has arrived, a message of might and might has been delivered for all to hear. The sheath of a formidable sword is drawn, a display of might and might. The supreme blade is drawn, blinding many 4 kilometers around. All will be well with the supervision of a distinguished individual. Be wary of anyone who offers you assistance. A concealed arrow camouflaged as a soaring crane should be avoided. When gathering firewood in the field, a snake with poison that provides only misery may lay in wait. Be pleased with your position and avoid becoming ambitious. You must exercise caution and take safeguards. Keep your mouth closed. Don't meddle with the affairs of others. If you act against your conscience, you will pay the consequence. A life of leisure and peace. After a heavy dinner, one takes tea and naps when tired. Put your burdens aside. Take your time in life. No grief or disaster will ever linger. Take it easy and leave things alone. Everything will turn out well in the end. Keep your cool and let things be. The cosmic counsel for your question is to wait for when everything falls into place. Prospects for one's future are undeniably bleak. Nobody knows. Like a jade buried in a stone. Until, one day, a skillful carpenter removes it. Only then will others recognize its genuine worth. Only when the stone is sliced is jade discovered. Only dedicated efforts will result in success. Your abilities are buried like rare diamonds embedded in rocks. You can make good use of these once they are discovered. There are magnificent gems and treasures hidden beneath. Outside, one looks in vain for the same thing. Why not wait for the appropriate specialist to open your eyes to the hidden gems? A jade is nearby, but one seeks diamonds far away. Be patient and wait until the appropriate moment. Hidden within, there is gold and jade. Why seek outside? Encountering guidance from the wise, there is no need to labor in worry. Maintain your dignity and decency in your daily life. Speak and act with sincerity and honesty. A heart free of malice has clarity as radiant as the sun's rays. In the middle of the day, the sun shines strongly. Everything will go as planned. Don't put unnecessary strain on the heart. It's as straightforward and peaceful as autumn lakes. Do not be concerned. The natural events dictate that everything will work out. Restore your finances and your family name. The road ahead is difficult, but there will be benefits. Remove the thorns and thistles from the root. An agreement can be reached through consensus. Rebuild the material components of your life to restore the family's reputation. There will be difficulties, but things will improve. Do not be afraid or unsure. Your lucky break is just around the corner. If you're curious about your future, you should ask. Don't be concerned about being sick or fighting because you have money and resources to aid you. Like a monkey released from its golden chain, free to roam the mountains and caverns, a monkey broke free from its chain. After you have overcome the obstacles and hardships, things will get easier. Get rid of your concerns and problems. Expand your horizons. Wait for the proper moment, and the right way will appear. What will come next with health, serenity, and fortune? It's preferable to retire and stay within, like a lighted candle flickering in the wind, because a quiet and humble life is just as dazzling. A lit candle flickers in the breeze. It is best to disengage and keep things as they are. Retire to a peaceful and secluded location. Nothing to do but wait. Any movement may bring misfortune. Therefore, your most excellent defense is to remain motionless and calm. The moonlight falls silently on the book. Clouds and fog obscure the beam. Wait for the fog to clear and pray liberally. Now is the time for more significant actions. Clouds and fog have cast a shadow on the moon. Because your wishes have yet to be accomplished, you should let things alone. The family's future seems bleak. Calamity or sadness may befall them. Stay positive and pray for protection, but be prepared for any loss of fortune. Foreseeing a message from afar is tough, so keep your suspicions and goals in check. We know that transforming a stone into a mirror will be time-consuming and ineffective. Maintain the status quo and remain silent. Maintain the status quo, and you will be all right. All efforts and plans will be futile. It is preferable to leave things as they are and plan accordingly. As the rabbit rises in the east, the red wheel sets in the west. Things persist even when the moon becomes brighter and the sun dims. If a lady tries to predict her future, she will be rewarded with wealth, riches, and fortune. A powerful yin, moon, presides over a waning yang, sun. There will be obstacles at first, but they will pass, and things will become simpler. A yin lot is advantageous if the question involves a female. Otherwise, things will be bleak for a man seeking his fortune before they improve. You absorb an infinite number of essential phrases, but you mistook the thief for your son. Do not desire the spoils you see today. Look to the past for important lessons to remember. A father who is duped into treating a thief as if he were his kid. Be wary of being deceived by lies. A single blunder might lead to long-term regret. Keep this in mind, and you will not be left out. Kindness from regal kings and queens. Continuous prayers will do no help or harm. A straight journey from earth to heaven for you, shared with all the grace and blessings you have received. Heaven's bestowed gifts and graces. Everything will go well and be auspicious. Heaven's benevolence should never be forgotten. To express your thanks, you should burn incense and pray at all hours of the day and night. Heaven and earth combine to form all life, where all species flourish, grow, and survive. Be amazed by life's uniqueness and variety. Thank the saints for everything nice in your life. Heaven and earth unite to create life. Everything is fortunate, and there is no danger. Everything is linked, just as the heavens give life to everything. Understanding this will bring you both prosperity and goodwill. You'll have a lot of luck. Competing worthy opponents indecisive on the black and white board. A single move can determine the winner. Keep an eye on your opponent's movements and be aware of your own. Two formidable opponents are pitted against each other, much like two chess masters. The victor will be the one who is on the lookout for opportunities when the opponent makes a wrong move. Seeking what you desire will be like playing chess. You must plan and strategize to win in the end. The gentle and kind will triumph against the powerful and violent. Kind deeds will be rewarded with tremendous wealth for the family. Whatever drew this lot, magnificent wines will quench your thirst. Tenderness and kindness will attract peace and assistance from prominent people. Piety will sway heaven and earth. Never forget the kindness and compassion that heaven has shown you. Maintain your current way of life. Steel your heart, but do not produce evil. Wait for assistance to arrive. A withered tree's flowers will bloom anew. A withered tree bloomed once more. Things will fall into place on their own. Maintain the status quo. Nothing will go wrong if you don't change anything. Things will fall into place eventually. Any movement now might spell disaster. Luck arrives to provide you with both position and prosperity, as flowers are sewn into a silk brocade. Honor and fame can never be delayed. Passing an imperial exam allows you to extend your name beyond the 7 seas. Adding flowers to a silk brocade elevates an already excellent fabric. Everything will be exceedingly fortunate and beneficial. Your time to succeed will come as you wait for the old to give way to the new. This is your ambition and destiny in life. The partridge will convert into a roc. The roc is an enormous bird frequently mentioned in legends. In the autumn, it flies up with tremendous excitement and cheer, soaring high beyond the sky, beyond the grasp of most other birds. A partridge is reincarnated as a roc. A significant shift will bring enormous wealth. A partridge is converted into a roc, which is unsuitable for all birds. Pluck a limb from the holy tree, and your prosperity and fortune will naturally expand. The cold of winter turns the water into ice. Why do we crave fame and glory? It is best to remain silent and reflect. When the leaves grow back, everything will be evident. Ice forms when cold water freezes. Achieve, not try to obtain or do anything beyond your ability. Cold water solidifies into ice. Water is formed as ice melts. Heaven determines the success of any strategy or scheme. Sail wherever you want over the world's lakes and oceans. The ship moves forward. It sails up high. A strong wind will herald it. The hull of a ship is stocked with valuables. A ship that is traveling in good wind, everything will work out for the best. A life of convenience and comfort. Even with minimal effort, you will receive a great deal of wealth. This is a fantastic opportunity. The days are very long and very hot in the summer. Many people are concerned about the high temperatures. When God and nature become too aware of human gride, they send a refreshing southerly breeze to satisfy people's needs. The heat of autumn affects everyone. If you keep at it, things will work out the way you want them to. Please don't be hesitant to keep going with it. It's time to start putting your plans into action, but keep things low-key and not too risky. It was all for naught. So why bother? Don't waste your energy or further isolate yourself by engaging in pointless chatter or spreading untruths. Nothing you do will be enough to satisfy your greed, so stop trying. Meaningless words are a waste of time and mental energy. There's been some bad news at home, so please wait for the arrival of your esteemed benefactor. When sadness gives way to delight, the dragon's song will mingle with the tiger's roar. The pure blue sky is interrupted by a roadway. It's time for someone to reclaim their fame. There is hope that everything will go as planned when the dragon beckons or the tiger roars. Allow what needs to go and keep what needs to be kept. You will learn and integrate everything you need to construct your road to success if you follow what is predestined. Treasures in the dream are gone when one wakes up. Life as long as the southern mountains may imply a life devoted to hoeing. As with marriage and health, go elsewhere for support and assistance. Efforts will be futile, much like treasures in a dream. Images of objects in the water are distorted and vary depending on where one looks. Everything is predetermined. You cannot argue or bargain with the heavens. A good parent instills virtue in his children. Heaven will supply all of their wants and needs. The elderly in the family are happy and fulfilled because their hunger and thirst have been satisfied. Stack the bamboo along a path that leads to a brook. What you want will come to you by chance. Like bamboo poles connected to a spring, this will last for generations. Whatever an upright guy pursues will be full of joy and delight. Disturb the wise not on a calm, beautiful, starry night, rushing down the flowing waterways in a small boat. Why seek advice on the next step when the aroma and sight of flowers might distract you? Riding a little boat down a stream, others will assist you in getting across. Efforts spent developing plans to reach a goal will be in vain. You should leave things alone for the time being and wait for a better opportunity. Allow rumors and scandals to pass through your ears like wind, for a life of good clothes and plenty is yours. Let go of the past and let bygones be bygones. On this, I am confident you will agree. You will receive support from others, just like the child did when he saw his mother, and your endeavors will succeed. What you are planning will bring you and others considerable success and delight. Work for the public good with a mother's love for her child. Do not seek other trades in foreign soil is some sound advice you should remember. Maintain your lot and practice your craft, for everything else has no place. Keep standing where you are and wait. Your perseverance will be rewarded in the end. It would help if you took breaks when necessary. Be pleased with your lot. There is no better place to be. Allow things to be as they are, and don't worry about anything else. One hides high up in the tower, surrounded by a thicket of thorns and thistles. Fate determines how long and how short one's life will be. You can lose more than you gain. Stay and hope for a better day. It is best to lie still and wait for the perfect time. Much like a drunken man who is not sober, to avoid disaster or being blamed for anything. The fire has become more ferocious. The blazing flames stretched for kilometers and spared no one. Why not limit the trouble and forget in the chase of money and fame? Attempting to put out a fire using firewood. To protect yourself, you must take precautions. Why bother with so many strategies when you can leave things alone? Doing too much will inevitably result in an issue that will be difficult to resolve. Poems can be spoken during the day. Songs can be sung at night. And such gatherings can be filled with laughter and enjoyment. Such joy is unusual and challenging to conceal. So let us sing to our heart's delight as a happy couple would. Allow things to continue as they are and wait for the right opportunity. Things will turn out well when the time comes. a festive scene in which a lovely lady entertains with songs and poetry. Fortunes and misfortunes are predetermined. We may meet, but we will avoid all hazards with his assistance. A benefactor's advice and service will bring you wealth and gold. Divine protection is hidden. You don't have to worry about anything but waiting for good fortune. A stable and consistent situation. Your name can be heard from all four directions. Even if you replace the old with the new, there is little risk. When we were last at sea, we lost a needle. We're still at sea, looking for it. Even if we do discover the needle, it will be a waste of time and effort. In the vast ocean, looking for a needle, a fruitless and challenging endeavor. Fortune is founded on riches, and wealth is based on fortune. Be aware of this and continue with caution. A fish swimming in a clear blue pond comes into a net around it. It is helpless as it attempts furiously to flee, but everything is futile in the end. A fish entangled in the net. It is preferable to take measures. A roof gives protection, yet disaster might still strike. If you are alert and take precautions, you may be able to avoid the calamity. What you see in front of you may not be accurate. It will be neither dangerous nor safe. Cutting one's flesh to repair an injury is stupid. It is preferable to stay and wait for the perfect opportunity. A foolish man slices his flesh to repair an injury, inflicting further harm on himself. Maintain the status quo and wait until the perfect time. A wise guy understands when to halt and when to go. Cutting one's flesh adds to the pain and provides little relief. A nervous rider driving a horse down a steep slope will have difficulty if they become separated from the troop. The days are shorter, the flowers have wilted, and snow is falling as a boat stuck in rough seas with broken oars. A boat gets destroyed while attempting to navigate the rapids. Because the situation is difficult, you must remain vigilant and take safeguards, adhering to old ways, waiting for the right time, quiet and without blame, without seeking plans, leisurely and carefree. Your heart is measured with a golden thread. There is no more or less. The soul is balanced. All your life, be steadfast, just, and upright. Your works are brimming with wealth and light. A person who is firm, serene, and upright. This mindset undermines everything that could be foreboding. Your belongings are eventually kept in good order if you remain calm and upright. The world will be at peace if everyone does their jobs well. A large, jubilant celebration at the gate. Blessings and good fortune for the generous and kind. Marriage, farming, and everything else will go as planned, and the sick will recover miraculously. Happy gate celebrations. Everything is going nicely. A family that performs excellent deeds will amass wealth. The descendants of the faithful will be blessed. On a winter day, a plum tree is on a hill. Its leaves have dropped and twigs have withered, but it continues to stand. When the warmth of spring returns quietly, its flowery splendor will be restored. The plum tree is in full bloom. Things may take some time to come to completion, but it will be worth the wait. An arrow is released, but misses its target. All is not lost. Your reward will be amongst what it brings when spring is here again. Working like a busy bee, flying from flower to flower, day after day. When spring ends and the flowers are gone, the heart remains, and your steps remain the same. You must work as hard as a busy bee to earn a living. Rain begins to fall in torrents as the hues of spring fade. It is preferable to withdraw and live a tranquil life than to project and plan with zeal. Ride through all paths like a quick horse. One must try to bring all parties together, like a woman married to two men, or a bow with two arrows. A single bow carrying two arrows. For things to go well, there must be agreement. Regardless of the challenges you encounter, things are predestined. Be bold and draw your bow. You will hit the mark. However, you must remain vigilant. Beekeeping for the sake of honey production. The only thing that makes me nervous is the stings from the tails. Although there are various ways to make a living, some are concealed thistles and thorns. Gathering bees to harvest honey is a harsh struggle to obtain some sweetness. A significant amount of hard work and effort is necessary. Prevent disasters by taking measures. Plans must be carefully considered. Don't ask for the moon. Raise bees for honey, and you will be rewarded for your efforts. Worms and insects awakened by a sudden clap of thunder in spring call and leap from the soil. The comings and goings are gathered in one sweep. They are changed into a dragon with a single stroke. The thunder roused all sleeping creatures. Because of the assistance you will receive from others, your affairs will prosper. The wheel of fortune spins during the thunderclaps. Things change instantly, and one is soon in front of the celestial gate. Like a snow goose entering a cage blindly, it cannot be free, no matter how hard it tries. North, south, east, and west are all barred. This lot foretells an eternity of regret. A snow goose walks right into the trap. Many things are not as they appear. You cannot travel forward or backwards. Lie low and carry on. Success and failure are predetermined. It's like carrying a tiger up a mountain. You shiver with fear as you gather your courage. Unknowingly, good fortune follows you. You make it out alive and well, with a life to remember. There is terror and danger ahead, like a guy bringing a tiger up the mountains. There are hazards and impediments in your route. If you want your plans to succeed, you must work hard. A fish, is that a dragon? They appear to be different, but they are the same. They patiently wait in the deep seas for their fortune to change. One day, one suddenly rears its head and leaps across the dragon gate. Fish has yet to become a dragon. If you wait, everything will fall into place. Even with a strong base, it takes time to bloom. Manage and arrange your affairs and avoid arrogance and recklessness. How much money do you see in your dreams? What is a name if not an empty word? Things discovered beyond the seas and mountains are difficult to believe. Only assistance from a customer will make you happy. Treasures can only be found in dreams, and many things are not what they appear to be. Dreams are dreams. Do not want fame. Wait for the right opportunity to be guided by your outstanding patron. The cold water has not yet reached a rolling boil. It's neither frigid nor hot, but right. To travel the world successfully, you must have excellent skills. Carry on your routine with compassion, and everything will be fine. A criminal is granted a broad pardon. A good doctor will see the sick. Guidance from prominent individuals will aid you in your quest for riches and success. In exchange for protection, a false promise is provided. You are safe and secure, yet the promise has not been fulfilled. Heaven's grace should be repaid and remembered. You must not be so casual with God. Believe what is true and disregard what is false. It is preferable to let things alone. To each his counsel. There is no need to panic. Follow through to the end what the Goddess of Mercy tells you to do. Do not belittle the advice you have received. The king stops and summons you to learn celestial ways on your way to the mountains. The sun and moon shine down on you under bright skies. Your good heart and name were known throughout the 7 seas. Someone with power and prestige will lead you in the right direction. Everything will be in perfect harmony and good fortune. Never be diverted from finishing what you started. Others will come to your aid no matter what is on your mind. As the autumn leaves fall from the phoenix trees, the travelers pass through like passing clouds. With favorable winds, a treasure-laden ship sails. Phoenix tree leaves are dropping. Things may appear negative at first, but they will progressively improve. Heavens will support your intention. Carry out your jobs and responsibilities to the best of your ability. The raging flames seared the sky, destroying everything but a water lily stalk. It begins to bloom again, unscathed and undisturbed till the finish. The water lily survives the fire's flames. You can be safe despite the dangerous conditions. Despite the danger, you will not be hurt. When handling your affairs, you will obtain assistance from others. Crescents appear on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Round and complete, it illuminates the sky till the 15th. The new moon gradually returns to fullness. If you wait, everything will be okay. Spend your time wisely. As the new moon appears, please wait for it to reach its fullness before doing as you choose. A reputation based on shady actions. Such actions taint everything wonderful. A drunken person has no idea where to go. Amid the trees' shadows, I'm at a loss. One should not move like a fish trapped in freezing water. The fish is out of its frigid waters, and the situation is not ideal. It is recommended that you put your plans on hold. The mountain path is shrouded in fog and dark clouds. The moon is full once more as families reunite. If you awaken from a deep lyrical dream, you will be guided to heaven's steps. Spring is coming to an end as the flowers flourish. After a change, things will look up in the future. The old will bloom once more as what remains after spring. Pursuing fame and money could amass a considerable fortune later in life. As spring arrives, the flowers on the balcony bloom. Treasures carried by vessels from miles distance. The waves surged 3 times over the Dragon's Gate, shaking the earth like a sudden clap of thunder. An honor bestowed by the emperor. Very fortunate and favorable. The emperor has appointed you. This is equivalent to receiving infinite money. Everything will turn out well in the end. This lot is the greatest of the best. One is just halfway up the mountains when the sun begins to set. Dangerously stranded among dangerously steep rocks, one looks to heaven for protection, and refuge on earth will be granted soon. Sifts the sand for gold, caught in a dangerous scenario. A favorable omen indicating that you will receive assistance from an influential person. Jade is only exposed once the stone has been chipped. After the sand is sifted, gold is discovered. It would be best if you put in some effort. A wooden tiger guards the entrance. It may appear fierce, yet it will cause no harm. There is no danger. All of your concerns, anxieties, and suspicions are unjustified. A wooden tiger statue appears to be fierce and menacing. There are false alarms because not much is genuine. Things like snowflakes on a hot stove and winds brushing against the ears will pass swiftly. Despite your previous misfortunes, you should continue to do good things, and wealth will eventually follow. Plans and schemes are succeeding. You will acquire diamonds and treasures if led by a man of money and authority. As valuable jade concealed in a stone. Everything is promising and following your heart's aspirations, including gems buried in stones. Someone will guide you to fulfill your destiny, like jade buried in a stone. You will be overjoyed and delighted. A word is suddenly conveyed from the sky, and ships return, bearing wealth as high as mountains. If you want to know what lovely things are on the horizon, be advised that assistance from someone will propel you forward. You will have both accomplishments and celebrity. It would be best if you kept moving forward without hesitation. If you want to be famous and wealthy, go where you will get assistance. The abundance of wealth and jewels makes the scenario even more joyful. Fold your scowls and take a stride forward. Your future will shift, and money will call to you. Give all you have along a broad path as vast as the sky, and courses will open. A sign that your future will be prosperous and that you will gain authority. Everything will go smooth, sailing, and auspiciously. Without hesitation, proceed along a wide road. Go ahead and do whatever you intend. Everything will fall into place. He has been a merchant since his youth, gaining experience, obtained fortunes and riches with little assistance. If a different road is now pursued, the scholar will return with honors. Since his youth, he has been a hard-working merchant. A good life is based on hard work and thrift. Since childhood, one has experienced a few barriers and difficulties. If the business and affairs are correctly managed, fame and honor will be as intended. Rain soaks into the phoenix's distinctive feathers. Even ordinary birds taunt and laugh at him. Suddenly, the rain stops and the sky clears. Its plumage remains a majestic feather cloak. A magnificent bird is drenched in the rain. Wait for a more profitable opportunity. When horrible people make the decisions, you should retreat and wait for things to turn around. The virtuous do not think like villains, whose actions reveal their flaws and differences. Only those who have been tutored can appreciate the beautiful music. Stay and silently await the uncommon company. A genuine and mutual buddy will be made. Maintain the status quo, and everything will be okay. Avoid gossip and look for a mutual buddy who knows and understands you and provides you delight. Rome was not constructed in a single day. Neither woman nor wine should bury you. Money and fortune will shortly be called. Work hard to achieve your goals. Maintain the status quo, and everything will be okay. Set your goals and stick to them. Discipline will be rewarded. Happiness will come when the golden rooster calls. The towering pagoda is everything but average. It shines brilliantly in all directions. Strengthen your resolve to worship and accomplish more good. Heaven will bless you for your generosity. Everything will go exceptionally well, according to the signs of fortune and success. Your fortune is similar to that of others. Don't worry, everything is predetermined. Shadows cast by a candle in the wind, reflected in the mirror, like a flower garden. The perplexed child wants to retain the flowers, only to discover that they are simply virtual and unreal. It is not a good idea to aim for an empty title, like a lit candle flickers in the wind. It is predetermined who will be impoverished and how riches will be dispersed. It isn't significant to look for anything now that it's already determined. Postpone your travel to pursue your riches. Haste can breed sorrow and stupidity. It will take a long time to escape, much like a bird caught in a waiting net. Stay put and be pleased with what you have. The situation seems foreboding, and things are not going well for you. Stay and wait for your turn and support from others. All affairs will be delayed, according to the advice. The rider leads the horse and surges forth, the danger on one side and ruin on the other. The skies will send rain to convert everything to ashes, much like a house on fire. A scenario that has both sadness and delight. More good things should be done. Even if you work hard your entire life without regard for scandals, disaster may still strike you out of nowhere. Live and let live to be liberated from these chains. The gods and Buddhas have warned you of impending changes. Pay no attention to what the stupid say. It is advisable to let things alone and wait, because the old drew this heavenly lot. Continue to be where you are, not move. Wait for the situation to improve in your favor. This is an excellent final lot. You've been told everything you need to know. Do not move and place your trust in the old. You must be patient and bide your time.